I love you so much. Do not lose sight of the end goal.
It was like keep your eyes on the prize.
Then you had the power.
Why do you think that you're above people?
Ah! Don't lie, you've said it!
That's absolutely horrible.
I've gone red. I never go red.
So tonight, Chris, Pav, and Zoe face Eviction. Who goes? You decide. Please welcome your host, Emma Willis.
Hello and welcome to the 10th live eviction of Big Brother. Eviction 10! My goodness! So this week, as summer hotted up, so did the tension in the house. The pow, chill out, we're not even starting yet. The power returned, and this time you lovely lot at home clutched it in your beautiful hands. To be honest though, you may as well have been holding a massive wooden spoon because you certainly stirred things up in there, didn't you? You told Mark he was fake, Helen she was two-faced, and Pav that he was boring. I would not want to get on the wrong side of any of you lot. Tonight, though, you're at it again. You are calling the shots. Chris, Pav, and Zoe. They're all facing eviction. Who's going to make it out in time for last orders? Well, that, my friends, is also down to you. Remember, you are voting to evict. To evict Chris from a landline, call 090 20 44 58 03. Or from a mobile, 650 5803. To evict Pav from a landline, call 090 20 44 58 18. Or from a mobile, 650 58 18. To evict Zoe from a landline, call 090 20 44 58 19. Or from a mobile, 650 58 19. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching Channel 5+1, +24 or on demand. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
So it's been a pretty teary week in the Big Brother house, and it's not just the result of Helen's haircutting skills. So let's remind ourselves of this week's big stories.
This week, letters from home made all the housemates totes emosh.
To my Helly Welly Will, I can't explain how much I'm missing you. It's been so emotional watching you. From fits of laughter, tears of joy to screaming, shut up, Helen.
You went in there to enjoy yourself, and the experience in you are certainly doing that. I can hear you laughing and in the background even when the camera is on another housemate.
We are all rooting for you. Bianca says she is looking forward to seeing you again. Jonathan says, can he have her number, by the way?
Your mum says you must believe in yourself and do not doubt yourself even for a second. We love that despite being put in uncomfortable situations, you always strive to grow. Trust the universe.
You're an absolute credit, and you should hold that pretty blonde head of yours very high. As for that smile, it still manages to light up a dull day.
Oh, so I still have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
And in this week's shopping task, the housemates went viral.
Housemates will enter the internet to accumulate hits in different website-based tasks.
Shut up, man! What?
And the public's questions created some awkward moments.
Zoe, why do you think that you're above people? What is your problem with normal people, such as those that work in Tesco?
Don't lie, you've said it.
That to me is a load of rubbish.
She didn't like that one, did she?
Mark, why do you think being fake and acting dumb is going to win you Big Brother?
Oh, gosh.
I'm taking the piss.
Chris, why did you tell Pav that he's been staring at Ashley when everyone knows that it's you that fancies her?
Like, seriously?
The viewers think that Chris is the most creepy housemate. The most two-faced housemate is Helen, and the least two-faced housemate is Winston. Housemates have failed this week's shopping task and will receive a basic shopping budget.
I don't like chickpeas.
OK, let's get you bang up to speed with all the latest from the house. And Pav is trying to muscle in on the action.
Day 57, 10:29 a.m. With the eviction looming, the end is nigh for either Chris, Pav or Zoe. Some of the boys are working out.
So which way are we going? This way or that way? So you go to that. I've done this for a while. So it's good, man. All right, we've done it for a good few weeks now.
Tell you what, though, second set, I'm knackered.
Yeah, this is burning, man.
This week's eviction is on Ashley's mind.
I will crack up if you go tomorrow.
You what?
Crack up if you go tomorrow.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you will.
I'm not impressed.
Zoe has come to talk to Big Brother.
Obviously, everyone would like to stay till next week and to the final. 1,000,000,000%. That goes without saying. But I think one thing to remember is that, you know, we are in a house full of 9 strangers, but just over there is a group full of people who've loved you all your life. I know I'm a grounded girl. I think that's why I was taken aback by the comment, the stuck-up comment, or do you think you're above yourself? I'm not in any way going to try and force people to think that I am. I just think surely how I am is clear that I'm grounded.
(2:47 p.m. As the public has the power this week, Big Brother has decided to give housemates the opportunity to hear what the public really thinks.
I'm shitting myself.
What?
Whoa, who are you?
Shut up.
Presenter Matt Johnson will lead a focus group who will thoroughly discuss and dissect each of the housemates.
Okay, let's get things started with our first topic of conversation. Christopher.
I think he needs to grow some balls.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Because he's the weakest one in the house. They've all had their chance to pick on him, which I don't like to see. Mark's done it. Helen's done it. It's only yesterday that when he stood up against Mark, that he actually stood out.
With his forming relationship with Mark, I think that it's been damaging to him, and I think that spoilt his chances in the Big Brother house. They argue like an old married couple, even though they haven't even really got together yet. So this is like the weirdest thing ever. I think that he should cut his ties with Mark altogether instead of this dance going on.
Okay, you think that's Christopher's downfall, being in the relationship with Mark?
I'm not in a relationship.
Okay, next up is Ashley.
That's a horrible picture!
She kind of battled Helen and fought Helen and won. She's about the only one that didn't back down, and I think that's more her just over time, just taking a more leadership role.
I think that this is her character. She's strong and I didn't like her in the beginning, but I do like her.
So you'd all say then that Ashley kind of rules the roost in the house now. Would you agree with me there?
I wouldn't say she's the ruler.
She's the leader.
She's not the alpha.
Yeah.
She's not the alpha. Who is?
Helen.
Still
Still Helen.
One of Helen's biggest problems is she's underestimated Ashley. And I can see her now trying to manipulate Ashley, pushing her against Zoe.
Nah. When have I done that? I'm so confused.
Let's take a look at Pav.
I think he's hugely misunderstood. I think that the paranoia of being there for 6 or 7 weeks has driven everybody mad. So I think that please just leave Pav alone and just let him enjoy the experience. I'm sure he's a really nice person.
If you go back to the beginning of the series, when people were getting bullied in succession, now everyone's come together, all the old housemates, and it's like there's a new person to bully. And I think they've been put him into that role. Bully is a strong wind!
At the moment, he's been too quiet. He's just been pointless Pav.
Pointless Pav?
Pointless Pav. Mark, next. Let's talk about Mark.
Mark came in thinking he knows everything, but deep down, he's watched all the old housemates in the past and picked up all the popular housemates' personalities and tried to merge it all into one to create him.
He started liking Christopher more when he heard the crowds cheering for him, and I think he's the least real housemate in there.
Everyone's seen him kiss with Christopher. Like, I think he's scared what people are going to think about him outside. Just like, don't let no one stop you by doing something. If you do like him, go for it. If you don't like him, then stop leading him on.
Okay. Lovely Zoe, or is she? Right, so I'm going to start with you, Karen, now. So we got really defensive about a question posed by the viewers in this week's shopping task. Now, Zoe said, so I think if they had put me in the house with normal people who are like work in Tesco or whatever, that's fair enough. But for me, I have too many stories, too much life experiences, and people wouldn't be able to keep up on par with me in conversation. Did that comment change your opinion of Zoe?
Yes, it changed my opinion of her because she's referring to ordinary people as well. I couldn't have a conversation with the ordinary people because my life is so fanciful that you know that they're going to be boring to talk to.
The problem was when she had the opportunity to kind of defend herself when it was given back to her, the quote, she made it worse.
We're going to find Ash now. So, gather your thoughts about Ash. Wake up.
She just go to sleep.
Fucking dreading this.
Does Ash like Helen more than just friends? What do you think?
Is it going to be one of them things that's when he's like sexually frustrated, it's just going to be there like friends of benefits? We don't know. They might actually have something there or they might not.
Is it, isn't it? Is it, isn't it? Some days I look at him and think, yes, he's definitely going to go for it today. He loves Helen.
What are you on about?
Like, oh, I'm just a friend. I'm just a friend.
Okay.
How's it all about this?
Positive, George?
Let's remember how he was with Matthew and Jarlath. He made some pretty nasty comments and he was a pretty feisty character early on.
Do you think he could be in till the end?
Only if they forget about him and leave him in the house.
You've got to be bothered to pick up the phone.
Right then, now it's time for your comments about Chris.
I think he's generally quite a socially awkward character, and I think all of these situations, he comes across a bit odd, but I think his role in the house is now a sort of self-proclaimed sort of fatherly sort of figure. He might sort of go around and give everyone a hug. And
that's kind of creepy, like he keeps giving hugs. If that was me, I'd like to stay away from you just a bit, because I see him, he's always like, come on Ashley, like...
How many hugs have I given you?
I could count on one hand how many times he's hugged me, and 3 of them when I was bawling my eyes out.
I think he could have got a lot more fans if he'd actually been on Pav's side, because he was the one that a lot of people didn't like at the beginning, so he knows what it's like. So I think actually it could have done him a lot of favours if he'd done the opposite of what he is doing and had actually been nice to Pav.
Winston and Helen.
Winston's next. There he is, look at that face. There it is. Winston.
I think what you see is what you get. I really like Winston. I mean, when you're standing in the garden looking at the rainbow and you're like, you know, how did Big Brother do that? You know?
They've got a good budget.
Wow. You can't. I mean, he just comes up with these one-liners, and you just got to smile.
Summarise Winston's time in the house. Nice guy. Could go all the way to the end.
Could go all the way to the end.
Can we go in this fucking room after this? Because I really want to go and speak to these people.
In our focus group today is Helen.
Oh. She's been malicious. I think she's been manipulative. She's been aggressive. But while saying all that, I think she's been the one who hasn't had a game plan. And she's been very true to herself.
Okay, her influence. Let's get your opinion. What is Helen's influence in the house?
Her influence is huge. I mean, but she's got it through having a fight with somebody, then making up with them, and then saying that they're the best person in the world. I don't think that she's necessarily got it through winning their respect. She's got it through fear.
She came in and she's like, no, I'm not going to let no one walk all over me. So now, after the time went on, she actually realised, you know what, they know that no one can walk all over me. She can actually be herself. Like, she actually has that nice side to her where, like, she's actually caring. You can see, like, how it's changed, because...
I still wouldn't describe her as caring. I'm sorry.
She has
She has a heart. She does. I think she is a caring lady. I really do.
I think she thinks people like her more than they actually do. Apart from Ash and her group, I think she would probably think someone like Ashley now likes her, whereas I don't think Ashley actually does.
Guys, thank you very much for coming today.
Thank
We
you.
really
No
appreciated
problem.
your comments.
Thank
That is the end of this Big Brother focus group. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Where's that shot? Ash? Oh, nobody fucking knows. No one fucking knows.
You alright?
I'll tell you what really annoys me is that if the only scenes involving me and Mark are scenes where, like, Mark says, "Will you do something for me?" I'm like, "No," and then he yells at me, then that is not the complete picture. That is literally a tenth of what goes on between us. Seriously, that is a tenth. I am so angry about that.
They've made you look like a wet lettuce, and you.
Mug. I'm always having a go at Mark.
I didn't know.
I'm always having a go at Mark. Seriously, I yell at Mark about 100 times a day as much as he yells at me. It just makes me feel like a mug.
You feel like a mug? I'm the national bully.
I know, but it's ridiculous. I have a go at you just as much. That's our relationship. It just feels as though people are commenting on us. They don't have a clue.
Christopher, that's what you
so
signed up
angry.
for.
No, Mark, but it's really infuriating.
Yeah, it's infuriating for everybody, but don't go up there. Just don't go up there and make a tuck to
I'm not
yourself
gonna
now,
go tell him myself, I
Christopher.
just
Just
wanna talk
stay
to him.
calm because you don't want then the nation going, what the fuck, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
so
know.
just make sure you stay calm.
Somebody needs to take a chill pill. Right, time for a quick breather, after which we'll have loads more action from the house and an eviction fight that's bigger than Bieber versus Bloom. We'll see you very soon. Welcome back to the 10th live eviction of Big Brother. So the three musketeers of Borehamwood are facing the boot. Chris, Pav or Zoe. It certainly isn't all for one for all tonight, but who is going to lose the fight? We're going to find out later on. But for now, it's back to yesterday, and the housemates are still focusing on what they've just heard.
4:44 p.m. Big Brother's focus group is the talk of the house.
Someone's going to get hung.
Oh, do you know what? That's exactly what I was just about to say.
The public have decided that the housemate going to be hung this time is... You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
Yes, if I get nominated, Big Brother might forget to put me up.
Someone talking down there. I can hear a little murmur from somewhere.
Christopher is talking to Mark about his public perception.
If people seem to think there's more going on under the surface, that I'm not speaking my mind, that's wrong. I speak my mind always. It's just infuriating that some people might think that there's more to me than meets the eye. There's genuinely not. Maybe there's just not that much going on upstairs in my brain. Everything I think gets put out there. Sometimes I don't stand up where I should stand up. Fair enough, I will admit that. A lot of the time I do, and I get myself in trouble for it. Spoken up to Helen, spoken up for Danielle, spoken up for lots of people in this house. It's just hateful to think that no one seems to think I ever have the balls to stand up when I need to. And the difference is, it's when I need to.
I don't treat you like a doormat on purpose.
But Mark, I don't think you do treat me as a doormat. I consider our relationship to be quite equal, because I will have a go at you as well. And I'm just thinking, the people never see that as well. I call Mark a little shit, tell him to man up, tell him to leave me alone. I say that to you. How many times a day do I say that to you?
There's a hair in my soup, you know.
Oh, of course, there you go. But don't I say that to you?
What?
Don't I say that to you 100 times a day?
What did you say?
Oh, for goodness sake, Mark. Really, in many ways, I don't feel as though I'm dragged around by you. It's just quite infuriating.
It's
I
been
can't change
portrayed
it. It's
that
not
I'm the
none of my
bully or the
business.
victim. I'm not really
But I
that
don't
bothered.
want to be seen as a victim. Why on earth am I a victim?
And I don't want to be
Victim
seen
of
as a
what?
fucking bully. What fucking pushes people over and expect people to jump to the click of my fingers? Mark's demanding this, Mark's demanding that. I've never demanded anything in my life.
You've got a lot of it wrong, really bad.
Saying like Mark's fucking...
I feel tight on that.
I felt well sorry for
That's
him.
going to fuck him up, that.
No.
I think it's fucking hysterical.
That laugh makes me feel nervous
Why?
because it's a front laugh.
What do you mean?
It's a front laugh.
No, I swear to God, does he find it funny?
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't even need to lie to me.
I swear to God, Zoe, I do find it funny.
I know you don't, babe. I know that it affects
parts
you.
of it that have upset me near the part in
know.
Christopher's one.
You do spit your dummy a bit when you don't get your own way, and then if someone disagrees with you, you're like, me? Because you get on the defence.
Too easily.
Anyway.
What time is it? Half a beer.
Christopher.
Mate, listen, that's what someone that wouldn't be boring would do, all right?
No.
All right?
Yeah. I don't get it though, I'm involved in everything. Always. And then that fucking woman on the end, she was like, yeah, he's definitely got a nasty side to him. Because I don't think anybody in here is a twat, and if they are, I'll tell them. But they're not. Everything they were saying was winding me up about everyone. They absolutely hammered Mark.
Yeah, they did.
Well
it was
pissed me
horrible.
off.
5:08 p.m. Chris, Pav and Christopher are getting creative.
It's starting to take shape.
I don't know.
And we need one more pillow here.
How are you planning to get in?
It's to be dry. Hold on, let me try one.
I kind of like where it is. Your problem's height.
Oh, shite.
I was like, we've got a fort.
It's very...
That's it.
It's very, very uncomfortable. Oh, my God. There's where my head is. Ah! Ah! Stop it!
Should we just leave you to it?
Yeah. It's quite nice.
Mark is talking to Big Brother.
I have lost myself a little bit over the past few days, and I can understand that, especially in regards to this Christopher situation. I don't know how I feel about it myself. I am confused about it, and I know I have confused Christopher about it. I know I have, and I tried to speak to him about it, and I'm getting there, do you know what I mean, about it? In the focus group, what the fuck ever. They just basically made it sound like Christopher is just second fiddle to me, and if Mark wasn't in the house, Christopher wouldn't be relevant, and he's too in the background and things like that. And it just makes me really feel like I'm just like dampening Christopher's sparkle. I'm responsible if this lad's looking like a doormat. I'm partly responsible, and I can take the piss with people. I can take a mile if people offer me an inch, and I don't do it on purpose. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I'm demanding now, but I'm just gonna have to think out what to say, and I'm gonna have to maybe filter the way I am around him, because now I'm going to be aware that obviously he feels like he's getting seen as a bit of a walkover and a doormat, so he's my mate and I should just try and like make him feel a bit better about it.
Mark, filter. I'll believe that when I see it. So it's been a tough week in Big Brother's Funhouse, but whose trip to the fair should end with them waltzing out of those doors? Remember, you are voting to evict. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. To evict Chris at 03. To evict Pav at 18. To evict Zoe at 19. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching Channel 5+1, +24 or on demand.
As always, you can find terms on the Big Brother website. OK, after the break, we'll have bags more from yesterday, and 3 become 2 as one walks out that door. Don't go away. back to Big Brother and our 10th live eviction. Number 10. So this week we saw housemates receive their letters from home, but tonight 3 people are facing the possibility of being returned to sender. Chris, Pav and Zoe all face eviction. But before the result is signed, sealed and delivered, let's meet their friends and family. First up, we have Chris's friend, Rob. How are you, Rob?
Oh, yeah, very well, thank you, Emma.
It's very loud. First time Chris really hasn't had a great reaction.
Yeah, he's had quite a bad week, I think. I think probably being in there 10 weeks or whatever it is just getting to him by now. And he's just not had he's normally got a bit of a smile on his face. It's turned to a frown in the last week.
Well, we've kind of seen them saying, haven't we? Like the focus group, they were saying the paranoia in there seems to have taken over. You just saw him going, yep, that paranoia, it's right in there. Do you think that is part of the reason why he's not connecting so much, especially with Pav, but also with Zoe, because of the paranoia of what they've been told?
I think it's, yeah, probably partly the reason, but I do think also there's that he's kind of got into the normalised state with all the first housemates that went in. And based on Pav's VT alone, I think just immediately on the defensive from him saying he's going to win, he's going to play the game and everything, I think Chris probably reacting to that. And I don't know if he's taken on the father role, but he's certainly, being the oldest one, probably feels a slight responsibility to that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, the other housemates seem to think that about him. Who do you think should leave this evening?
To be honest, I think Zoe should leave.
Why?
Because when Chris was young, he used to work for Tesco's.
OK, thank you very much, Rob. Next, we have Pav's sister, Jasmine. Hi! Are you OK? I'm good. You've been quite nervous, haven't you? Don't be nervous. You're here. Okay. You're here for your brother. Now, we saw in the task this week that the public voted him most boring. But what is he like at home?
He's nothing like that at home. He's totally different. I mean, why would Big Brother choose Pav to go into Big Brother if he was boring? Like, it's just negative editing.
Why do you think? Well, I don't know about negative editing. We've seen him. I know it obviously is highly edited. We have seen him, but he's just seemed to have such an awful time with everybody not trusting him and not really giving him a chance.
I mean, how would you feel if you were put into a house where no one trusts you? More than halfway through the series, I mean, how would you feel? I mean, no, especially after he received his letter that we wrote, he's much more confident and he has more confidence in himself. So now he'll be more cheeky, he'll be more fun, we'll see so much more of him.
So we'll see the fun side of Pav?
Definitely, yeah.
Who do you think should go this evening?
I think Chris should go because he's two-faced and Zoe has been like a sister to my brother.
Well, seeing as you were nervous, you certainly didn't hold back. Thank you very much, Jasmine. And finally, we have Zoe's mum, Tracy. How are you?
I feel like I'm at Panto.
It does sometimes get like that here. Now, this week, we saw the housemates kind of give each other feedback. Ashley said, you know, her positive is also her negative. She doesn't show very much emotion. She's always just happy. Is she like that normally?
Yeah, she is. She's always happy. And I think she did show emotion. I thought when everybody had the letters read out to them, she was showing empathy towards them all. I think she has been showing emotion and she's had a few tears as well this week. Yeah, Zoe's just a happy girl. Why be horrible? What's the matter with people? Why can't they just go in there and have fun? And that's what Zoe wanted to do. She's a lovely, lovely girl and that's all there is to it.
She was labelled the most stuck up this week by the public. There was obviously the comment that she made that didn't come across very well and wasn't received very well. What did you think of that whole thing?
I just thought the comment didn't come across very well. Very good editing. Zoe's not stuck up all, not whatsoever. She's just so down to earth. She's done every different job you can think of. She's gone in that house. She tried to be nice to everybody. She took a hard time off the girls. She has tried to be nice to everybody.
Who should go, Tracy?
Chris should go. Why? Chris is an actor. He's manipulating everybody from person to person. He's playing his leading role. He needs an Oscar. Get Chris out.
Tracy, thank you very much. Tracy can talk as well as Zoe. Housemates, friends and family, everybody. So, you've now got to do the dirty on one of their nearest and dearest. It's going to be awkward. Remember, you are voting to evict. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. To evict Chris at 03. To evict Pav at 18. To evict Zoe at 90. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching Channel 5+1, +24 or on demand. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
Right, let's head back to yesterday. And Helen's making a good impression on Ash.
7:19 p.m. The housemates have decided to dress up as one another.
Absolutely fantastic.
Look at her.
I don't mind saying that.
Yeah, you look just like Ash.
Look at my hair. Should I get a bob? At least what a bit of
Yeah, that's it. Have your hair like that? Yeah, that looks good, that.
Shut up, dickhead. Fucking yeah, mate. Suck it, beautiful. Ash!
That's all right.
Oh, look at you!
Oh my god.
Colour your earrings in as well, have you done that?
No. Oh, I don't like myself like this, with no hair. Fucking hell.
I've nailed the Zoe here.
You have nailed the Zoe.
I've nailed the Zoe.
Christopher is in the diary room.
Tonight, I am Helen. What the fuck? From Bolton. My name's Helen. I'm 27 and I come from Bolton. And this is my little outfit. It's called a Bet Lynch car crash nightmare because we've got the leopard print. Is this a kimono? Not up in me women's fashions. We got that, this racy little number, and then because I was spilling out all over the show, I had to put, oh shite, my belly's out. I wore me boxers, and then I put over me boxers this skimpy little number. I'm gonna nick all the drinks before anyone else gets them, and if anyone dares question me, I'll be screaming, fuck off! Get all the booze, get all the fags, get on it, get partying hardcore, say whatever I like, and don't care what anybody thinks of me, because I'm the party princess.
Chris is talking to Ashley about the focus group.
I'm gutted they think I said to Pav, I'm not your friend and never will be. Those words would never leave my mouth. He understands the context of our conversation. It was just that I don't have time to make new friends in here. It's so precious trying to preserve what we've got. That's a different thing from saying, you would. In fact, I had a fucking whole conversation with him later saying, I really, really like you. I'd love to go for a drink with you. But in here, I have to have a different kind of perspective on people. I couldn't have given him more time of day in that respect. So that's annoying. But if anyone feels those things are wrong, they're right to feel that's wrong. If that's how they perceive it and they think it's wrong, of course they're right to think that's wrong. My nightmare is to isolate anyone. One guy brought up creepy. That was annoying. But he was, counteracted by another person straight away. And I think that was a fair point, and I'm grateful for it. But the funny thing is, that doesn't annoy me. It was me who went, when we did that fucking first task with that, it was me who went, yeah, people will call me, I don't mind people calling me creepy. I'm fine with that. But don't call me creepy in an actual context. I don't mind looking creepy. That's fine. Actually being, no. But even when you say that, you don't. Yeah, I know. But please don't think I'm. Yeah. But I know. Yeah. Do me a favour, just tell everyone I've never been creepy with you, please. I know. God, I hate the thought of that.
£7:54 p.m. Mark is still worrying about what he heard in today's focus group.
Do you know your little town where you come from are going to be burning effigies of me in the streets?
Don't be ridiculous, Mark. I am dressed like this. I'm from a very conservative Irish Christian village. I am dressed like this on TV. I've had a gay kiss on TV. I am not going to be the flavour of the day there, trust me.
You really
Did you say a cake kiss?
Gay.
What's a cake kiss,
Gay kiss.
Oh, okay.
Yes. There'll be plenty of people fine with it. I'm sure some won't be. What it is, what it is. I'm not.
You live in London where no one gives a flying fuck.
Absolutely love that.
So many people in your position, yours and Matt's position, would never have done that because they think, oh shit, I can't do this on TV.
100%.
You've done it, so loads of people will be sat there, loads of gay couples, loads of lesbian couples thinking, thanks. They finally think that they now fit in with just as much as everybody else in the group.
Yeah, maybe, you never know.
Of course they do. Nice. It's 2014.
Yeah, it's not like the olden days.
No, I'm not just saying that. Anyone who doesn't think that is their opinions just mean shit.
Pav is talking to Big Brother about today's events.
For me, this is quite a big thing because I feel like I'm coming out of my shell. I'm more comfortable for them to impersonate me because I see them as friends now and not just as people who are sort of judging me and leaving me out. So I'm happy for Mark to dress up as me and I can see the funny side of it. It's sort of as if I've taken this week, I've learned what the public are saying from me, and it's almost as if they've given me information. They're saying, you know what, we don't like this about you. So now I'm thinking, okay, look, now I need to take that, see what I can do with it, implement it in the house and see how I can grow from it. And hopefully if I stay tomorrow, then next week they won't be saying I'm boring, and they'll be saying, oh, he's actually quite exciting and we really like him.
My entire chat was about me and fucking Helen.
It was, but that's because whenever people see two people, and it's like, will they, won't they, it's either call it off. It's either call it off or go full steam ahead. You can't be somewhere in between. People don't seem to like that. If you're just unsure and you're just making sure, and you're thinking, let's wait till we get out.
There's nothing to be unsure about.
I know, but the way people are looking at you is they're thinking, will they, won't they? They're not sure.
Babe, it's a TV show. Even before I came in, it was like, oh, aren't they? Like me, Pav and Bianca was like, oh, they're together or they're not? And everyone was like, oh, I don't know.
Bianca asked us if we were lovers the first minute.
Are they together or they're not? And I think, obviously, in that time, we've had a kiss and then he's a spooning and you're giving him a massage and really nice little pants. So, of course, people are going to think that.
Yeah, they might think that.
They went too overboard with that for my liking. I didn't like
what with us?
I didn't actually like what they were saying.
I know.
I don't understand where they're getting it from because they don't hear me say anything. I don't say anything to anyone. I had a 30-second conversation with Zoe the other morning and I even pied that off because I got embarrassed about it. I don't even think we're as close as what we were before. I don't think we are.
I've just got to be honest with you. Is like if you're in bed with another man, they're going to be like, oh, they're going to talk, they're going to speculate, they're going to wonder if something's going on or not. You've had a kiss. You've been spooning the bed. How are Helen? If you kiss someone, it looks like you like someone. How are? So they're going to be like, ooh, of course.
It's when they talk about it seriously.
You two should just get together. Should we just shag tonight? In front of everyone. In the middle of the fucking bedroom. Just shut everyone off.
You won't be boring anymore.
Fucking hell.
We've got more solid gold house action on +1 24-carat eviction. It's going to be bling-tastic. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Big Brother and live eviction number 10. Now tonight, either Chris, Pav or Zoe will leave Big Brother summer barbecue without so much of a sausage. Whose time in the house has been more of a fizzle than a sizzle? Voting will be closing for good shortly, so this is your last chance to get involved. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. To evict Chris, add 03. To evict Pav, add 18. Or to evict Zoe, add 19. Here's Marcus.
Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in tonight's show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Please don't try to vote if you're watching Channel 5+1, +24 or on demand.
You can find terms on the Big Brother website. OK, it's time for our final hit of house action. And Chris is booking in a new BFF.
10:32 p.m. Chris and Ashley are in the bedroom.
You really are, like, the big thing for me here.
Yeah.
Like, I will take you away as a friend, and I really intend to, like, properly have you as a friend.
Mm.
Like, I mean, like, I want to be your mate, like,
Yeah.
forever. And that would be the best thing, because I got one thing from that experience, I got a good mate.
Yeah.
Some of the housemates are enjoying a drink in the kitchen.
I reckon you two are going to end up banging as well.
Me and Helen?
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know what is the funny thing about it? You two do suit down to the ground.
Really doing a shag. Do not go there again,
Now,
please.
yous are so
killing me
well
off.
suited. The periods are so well suited.
We've only kissed here probably because of the situation we're in.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have kissed probably in real
We
life.
sleep in the same bed every night.
Would you not have kissed in real life?
No.
Really, no?
Not if I was just friends with him, no.
Really?
No, I don't kiss my male friends.
No, but you have kissed him now. Is he
Yes,
is he a
because
shit-
I'm in this
Because we're
fucking
just-
house.
Is he a shit kisser?
And we're just like...
Is he a shit kisser?
What do you
I'm
mean?
answering that.
I feel like you got
Sit.
like a bit of
You
cabin
better
fever
fu-
sometimes.
you better
Like, I
answer
know
it,
on
see,
the
you
outside
sit.
Wales.
I find it just deadly embarrassing because I just think, I know he doesn't like me like that. I don't like him like... Because I know he doesn't, and I don't like him like
Do you not?
that. No.
Really?
Well, obviously I like him a bit, that's why I kissed him. But outside of here, he's going that way, I'm going mine, and I think we'll just be friends, and at the most, friends with benefits, which suits me fine.
Okay, friends, man, that's cool. So at the party, after party,
We'll just be friends.
with benefits.
No. Feel better now, I've just got that off my chest.
Do you feel better, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
I need to just end this
What are you saying?
conversation.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Go on.
I just said...
She's going to show the shit out of you at the party afterwards, basically.
That's
She's
friends
going to
with
give
benefits,
you
isn't it?
the night of your life.
All right, we'll see.
I didn't say that. I'll be quite drunk. Anyway.
Actually, they're planning on sticking a drunk shag on me, yeah?
No.
On the last night. Is that all I am?
He said, I think such and such a thing when you get out of here, and I said, no, we're friends. If anything else happens, it's still friends with benefits. There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
basically you're planning
Nothing
on-
serious.
So you're planning on being me mate, but just shagging me when
No,
you
I
fancy
didn't
a
say
shag.
that.
You know what I mean? I'm not. Listen, I'm not that easy. You know what I mean?
I didn't say
I mean,
this.
I'm a catch me.
I didn't say that.
She's put her cards out there, Ash, and you're... What are you saying?
What do you mean,
Yeah, you
cards
just put
out?
your cards on the
I
table.
didn't. Hang on a
You
minute.
just put your
I
cards
said friends.
What are you saying,
okay,
Ash?
on the table.
Are you gonna... What are you saying?
Now
What do you mean? I said it because you said I think you two will get together out here, and I went no, and that's why I said what.
All
I've
right, well,
just
if he
said.
doesn't, you can get involved with me tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
11:36 p.m. Mark's got something on his mind.
Oh, guys, I feel awful guilty, you know, about today.
Guilty for what?
I haven't been as open with you as I should have been. I haven't been as expressive.
Right,
And I was
OK, before you
also
go off on a
well-prepared.
massive
Nah, 'cause
spiel
I'm not
about
gonna-
what
'cause I haven't finished.
You go off on a massive spiel sometimes.
I couldn't give a fuck if people think I'm fake. I couldn't give a fuck about any of that. I'm really not asked because I know I'm fucking real. Everybody in this house knows that I'm
I don't
real.
want to sit here, I want to sit on the sofas.
Oh, I didn't know Mark and Christopher had kissed. Did everybody else know that?
Yeah.
In front of you,
No.
No, Mark is certainly not someone who like tells everybody.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, he only told me and Helen.
The only thing
Right, go
that
on
I'm
and listen
bothered
to you
about
now.
Christopher is, right, twice this week people have said that I lead you on, drag you around, pick you up and drop you. That isn't fucking true. The fact of the matter is, I can cope with a lot. People can thread whatever they want at me, and I'm really not asked. But when it reflects on you and makes you look like somebody that can be dragged around, that makes me make you look weak, and you're not weak. You're a lot more opinionated than you get given credit for. I didn't give a shit what that fucking focus group says about me. Fact of the matter is, the public have perceived that I have been a bad influence on you. That makes me feel about that big, because I value you in this house so fucking much.
Don't worry about it for a second, what they had to say. I know you're this emotionally closed person. I know that. I've known that since week 2. Don't you worry, I sussed you out long ago. You didn't. I fucking did. I said,
you didn't.
Well, this is what I said to you, said about you up in the diary room. If you want to hear it, I'll tell you it.
Go ahead.
Mark is the kind of person, Mark is the showman, he's the performer, and that's not being fake. It just means that he can stay closed off. His private life can stay closed off. That kind of stuff can remain private for him. It means he doesn't have to talk about that. That's Mark. It's the way he functions.
There.
I get you. I don't expect you running around the house going, oh my gosh, Christy was amazing. I don't expect that, because I get you, okay?
I just want to let you know, obviously today, the focus group called you supporting cast, but to me, you've been like a leading man. If I've got to be honest with myself and honest with you, if Matthew was still in the house, I don't think me and you would be as close as we are. That's true.
No, I know
that's
that.
me being fucking proper honest.
I know that.
And fucking
You don't think
real.
I know that?
$12:23 a.m. Chris has something to get off his chest.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, it's not.
No.
It's just
I behaved how I judged right at the time, so I don't...
Yeah, you can't be like, oh,
I don't regret it because I didn't know how else to do it. And
Yeah.
that was the way I felt was best. And also by talking to you, that made me feel better that I at least have done that.
Mm.
But it doesn't change the fact that I made a bad situation worse for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how it was. It's how it was.
I know, but I am sorry.
No, I accept that. It's fine. I appreciate that as well.
Zoe is talking to Big Brother.
I don't really know who could go out of the three of us. I think we all stand a good chance. I mean, if people don't understand that my, quote was completely misunderstood, and I wasn't trying to offend anybody at all, then it could be me. If people think that Pav is a bit boring and not entertaining enough for them, then it could be Pav. And if people think that Chris is a bit creepy and a bit boring and beige as well, then it could be Chris. So I think it could be, all three of us potentially.
No idea about tomorrow night, really, at all.
No, and I don't think no one can. I think it's a really interesting one.
This is a very interesting one because it's very hard to predict this week. I think Pav may have gained, and I hated people saying this about me, but sympathy.
Oh, yeah.
This week for his situation, and sadly, I think you may have been portrayed as a reason why he's found it hard to struggle in, or
where does that put me? Do you think do people then discount the previous 7 weeks?
7 weeks of it. I think if you had an extra week, it wouldn't be an issue.
No.
But sadly, as one of you has to go, and it does seem more likely it'll be a boy going than Zoe this week, because she's been incredibly inoffensive. Though, of course, we don't know how that Tesco comment or her reaction to it has been perceived.
I really don't think she meant offence by that.
I don't think she did at all.
No.
I don't think she did at all, but if there are many people reacting badly to it, then many people could be voting to evict. So we don't really know, but I would be very surprised if she was to be evicted tomorrow night.
Longer to find out, because we're going to get this eviction show on the road. The vote lines are now closed. Please do not call, as your vote won't be counted. After the break, we'll be going live to the house to deliver your eviction desires. See you very soon. To Big Brother. It's eviction time! So tonight, Chris, Pav or Zoe will be the 10th housemate to leave the Big Brother house. You've been voting since Monday, and the results are now in. It's time to talk to the house. spoken, your fate is sealed. For the last 5 days, the British public have been voting to evict. I can now reveal the housemate with the most votes, and 10th to be evicted is... Zoe. Zoe, you have lost your place in the Big Brother house. You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
Pav! To the end, Pav, to the end.
Bye, you.
Mwah. Howie, babes.
Right, guys.
Zoe, you have been evicted.
See you later.
Please leave the Big Brother house.
Good luck, right to the end. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
I promise to jab. I promise. I'm coming.
So you've decided it's the final curtain for a West End wonder. We'll be putting her time in the house under the spotlight after the break.
Welcome back to Big Brother and the 10th live eviction. I'm joined by our latest evictee, Zoe! I can honestly say I have never seen somebody run up those stairs as fast as you did.
Really?
And seem so happy to be out of the house with
Genuinely.
quite a mixed reaction. It's not like you kind of were coming out punch in the air to a massive cheers. It was a very mixed reaction for you tonight. But you were just...
Because I knew the end result was going to see my family. I was like, my family, it's been really hard for us, not like speaking to my family. I speak to them about 12, 13, 14 times a day.
Yeah.
So that was like the toughest thing for us.
Is some of that game face as well, though? If you're coming out to a few boos as well, is it, do you know what? I'm just happy. I was there, I experienced it.
Yeah, I wanted the experience. I wanted to see what it was like for me, you know, psychologically and do something different. But the end bit there was just, all I was thinking was, the worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going to be in the arms of my mum and dad and my family, and that's not a bad way to be at all.
Obviously, you said you wanted to come out and see your family because you're missing them, but you had expressed quite a few times that you did want to stay. You always wanted to have the experience.
Yeah.
You love the fact that you're on Big Brother. So
Yeah,
is
loved
part
it.
of you gutted that you're here tonight?
A little bit, because I would have loved to have gone through at the end, but I'm really happy for Pav because he was like, I was concerned about Pav all the time. He's had a really hard time, a really, really hard time, and I think emotionally I'm a lot stronger than some of them in there. So for me, dealing with crowds and stuff, it didn't really bother us what was going to happen. I wasn't expecting a hooray because of the week I've had. So I just had to swallow that and be like, you know what? I'm still living and breathing. I'm going to just get a nice hug and kiss off my family. So
what's it like going in there on day 40?
Hard. It was really hard. Everyone's got bonds, everyone's got relationships. You know, they're still suspicious of us now, so every single day they were like, he's up to something. Winston called us a spy the other night. He was like, are you up to something, you spy? It's like, no, I'm not doing anything. So that was hard going in.
Rife.
Yeah, they're seriously paranoid. Checking things like the time every 2 seconds. What time is it? Is refreshments coming? We're not going to get a drink tonight. What's going to happen? Everyone's on serious edge. So I found that quite difficult in the sense that I was just like, I'm here for the crack and enjoying the fun. But there was too much paranoia for me.
OK. You're here because you were nominated, obviously, by your housemates.
Yeah.
We've seen Ashley say this week that you mentioned to her that you didn't think anybody really had a reason to nominate you. So how does it feel being put up by your fellow housemates?
I knew even if I was to stay, like, me and Pav will be up every single week.
You're easy pickings.
Absolutely. I knew that walking in there, regardless, so... I wasn't surprised. I wouldn't have been surprised if I was to stay and I got nominated again. I said that in the diary room, same as Pav. It's just, they've all got bonds. They've all been in there for a longer time than us, so...
And it's the easy option because they're sticking with what they know.
And they all feel so paranoid, and they're like, what's happening with them, what they're doing, they're up to something, blah, 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 blah. So I think that,
Would you like to see who nominated you?
I'm not really that bothered, but go on then.
Oh, Zoe, come on!
I didn't get asked that in the diary room. I was like, if you want it.
Here you go.
My first nomination is Zoe.
Zoe.
Zoe. Do you feel like it's fair that the original housemates go as far as possible because they have really done the groundwork?
The outside housemates that we receive messages from have sort of said that to watch out for her, she could potentially be someone else she isn't.
I believe the exact quote was that Zoe was a snake in the grass.
There must be some kind of hidden agenda, and that's what concerns me.
I have a question mark over Zoe, and I have no question marks over the original housemates.
So, everybody, apart from Pav, Ash and Mark, what do you think are their reasons? For nominating you?
Oh, for the
reasons that you've just
standard.
seen. Helen said she thinks you've got a hidden agenda.
All of them thought me and Pav had a hidden agenda. Every single day. All of them did. So
How
it didn't surprise
frustrating
them.
was that? I think especially because you and Helen seemed to hit it off quite well in the beginning.
Ish. I mean, they all made us feel really welcome, I think, because I'm Northern and they have this little Northern ninja thing. So straight away they were like, she's Northern, she's going to be all right type thing. But at the same time, they were like, they've sent these three in halfway through. What is it? Why is it her? Why is it her? And why is it him? So straight away, like, you know, there was going to be speculation over our heads to the end, so...
Pav's found it much more difficult to fit in. Why do you think he's having a harder time than you did?
Just fitting in, I think. Like, they've all got their own crack going on, and it was... I loved all that, and literally getting involved with it all, and Pav just kind of took a while just to get comfortable with them. And straight away I was like, I'm here for fun, I want to get to know you all, I want to learn things and have a new experience. And Pav just kind of sat back a little bit, and that made him a bit more suspicious, I think, from other people as well.
Yeah, he does seem to have turned a corner the past couple of days. He said he's kind of feeling a little bit more comfortable in there.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be all right without you?
He said he would rather go instead of me. He was like, I don't think I'd be OK without you on my own. I was like, don't be stupid, man. I was like, you've got to do it. I think he just... You know, he's got a psychology degree, so he just needs to put that in his brain and just try and get a bit more strength.
But I think that's kind of what's been his trouble.
Yeah.
Is that everybody's paranoid because he has a psychology degree and he's gone into a show that's based on the psychology of people and how they interact, and it's just become a vicious circle.
He does. He sits back and overthinks, and maybe people think he's suspicious and stuff, but he's not. He's lovely. He's genuine as.
You've all had a difficult week. The people had the power. Pam's had a really difficult week as well, and you especially, because of a comment that you made. The viewers voted you as being stuck up.
I know. It was gutted.
We're going to show you. I know you've heard it in the focus group task, actually what was said, but we're going to show you just so you can actually see when and where it was.
Okay, doke. So I think if they'd put me in a house with normal people who were like, I work in Tesco or whatever, that's fair enough. But for me, I would have too many stories, too much life experience, and people wouldn't be able to keep up on par with me with conversation. You missed the whole conversation.
OK, so what were you actually trying to say?
The conversation that was actually we had for about half an hour was the fact that everyone was really powerful, that literally the first bit, everyone walked in and it was like, right, I want to be in them with it, I want to be in them with it the first night of the entry. I was like, she's really powerful, he's really powerful, he's got loads of stories, he's really intelligent. When I watched the first night, I was like, I would have loved to have been in this year to learn so many things off the different contestants. I work in retail, like, I do it all the time when I'm in and out of work. Like, literally, my feet, my mum and dad would slap us and hang us out to dry if at any point I became higher than I thought I was. That's not the person I am. And I think, for me, the focus group and everyone in the house there was like, you've been totally misunderstood there, babe. The conversation was about half an hour long, saying how really impressed I was with all the housemates, because I was learning so many things by different people. Steve, I sat with him for ages being like, tell us more stories. You've done that. Like, business people, I love that, because I love learning stuff like that.
But does that mean that you
industry.
couldn't learn something off of somebody that works in
No,
supermarket?
not
Do
at
you
all.
understand how it can be perceived
absolutely.
like that?
But at the same time, I've definitely been misunderstood, 1,000,000%. And to say I was stuck up, it's like, I've literally handed out leaflets at like 2:30 or 3 in the morning, walking the streets, like trying to earn £60 to keep the head up, like the roof over my head. So I'm not stuck up at all.
I think it was very obvious how much it did affect you and how much you just kind of, you know, didn't agree with it, you know, and that you didn't really feel like that was you. So that has come across, you know, obviously that.
I'd like to think, because the people who were in the focus group as well, like if you've watched the series with me being in it for the past 3 weeks, I'd like to think people can tell that I'm a down-to-earth, grounded girl. So for me, I was like, thank you so much to the people who were like, she's definitely been misunderstood, because that's not who I am at all. At all. I'm not from that type of family. My family means everything to us, and literally when I've had ups and downs through my career, I've done whatever it takes to keep the roof over my head.
Yeah. Also in part of the task this week, you had to kind of give comments on each other, which I would imagine for some people was quite difficult. Ashley said your positive, your biggest positive, was also your biggest negative. Yeah. And that is that you're always happy.
Yeah.
As I've just said, I've never seen someone happy to be evicted from the Big Brother house, run up the stairs so quick.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard to show any other emotion than happy? Because we both... And there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. But we have just seen you happy.
Yeah. I'm just a general happy lass. I've got a lovely life. Like, I love life. I've got a great zest for life. I love meeting people. I'm a proper people person. And if that's my downfall, then I'm happy with that.
Somebody who loved how happy you were, and I think who you loved how happy he was Mark.
Love his energy.
You had such a great relationship. Yeah. Why do you think you bonded with him so easily?
Energy. Zest for life. We're both happy.
Hyper.
Aye, both hyper. Full of energy. He had really good morals. I respected his views quite a lot. And we just buzzed off each other throughout the course of the day. Don't forget, like, you're seeing 45 minutes of a show. The rest of the day, you're sat in there totally bored, like doing nothing and just trying to make general chit-chat and conversation. You know, some people have got their own conversation going on because they've had relationships for weeks. And Mark straight away was like, babes, I love your eyebrows, like,
how important
blah, blah, blah.
was he to your time in the house?
What, sorry?
How important was he to your time in the house?
Massive for me. Yeah, I think he's just his energy. Anybody else, to be honest, I got on really well with Ash, and it was a shame for him because people were like, oh, he's quite boring. But he's like salt of the earth, really down to earth. I clicked with Ash really, really well.
That came across, actually, that you had quite a good relationship. And he does come across as quite a nice guy.
He's lovely. Proper, like, really down to earth lad, and just like proper like Manchester, and everything's like Northerners and stuff. And like same for Mark, but Mark's got an energy that I love. I love energetic people. Like
you also like talking.
I do.
Unfortunately, we can't talk anymore. But we can show you your best bits.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome to the Big Brother house.
Yeah!
Are you guys excited?
Hiya!
How are you?
I'm buzzing.
She's just like a big beaming sunshine through the house.
She's giving it fucking Mariah Carey's in that room.
There's fit, there's pretty, there's sexy, there's hot, but you're fucking elite. I feel like I've settled in kind of really well, actually.
She's playing up to the cameras. Definitely do not trust her.
I have a question mark over Zoe.
There must be some kind of hidden agenda, and that's what concerns me.
I think if they'd have put me in a house with normal people who were like, I work in Tesco, I would have too many stories, too much life experience.
Just because you sing in the West End doesn't actually mean that you're better than anybody.
I've never, ever, ever in my life said I've been above anybody.
She didn't like that one, did she?
Bring it, all right? Bring it, yeah?
She's just a decent, honest person.
Very nice, very bubbly, which is just what I love.
Let's get mortal.
Oh, just pumped.
That is absolutely gross. Help me. I've had so much fun. I've met people I would never ever meet in walks of life, and I would do it all over again. I've missed a couple of times.
I have never, ever met somebody who can talk that much, that quickly. OK, so, in a few weeks, you will crown your winner, who will walk away with £100,000. But in fact, they could walk away with more than that, as next week, housemates will be given a chance to supersize the winner's prize pot by £25,000. However, However, there is a sting in the tail, as they'll also be given a chance to double-cross each other. It's the power of money all next week. Yeah. Up next, it's Bit on the Side with this man.
All right, what a show. Stay tuned for Bit on the Side, because if Zoe thought the Big Brother focus group were tough, just wait until she hears what Linda Nolan, Lionel Blair and Stephen have got to say about her. So get down in now.
I'm on my way. As ever, the Big Brother website has all your latest house news. The highlight show will be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. And we'll see you next Friday for the 11th live eviction. Thanks for watching and good night.
So it's either going to be family members or ex-housemates.
Fuck. Imagine them getting
It can't be ex-housemates because it's too unfair.
Yeah, it is unfair.
Everyone has favourites.
Why should they? Once you get out of this house, surely that makes you powerless once you're out. Because you're out of the game completely, so you shouldn't have access to the power.
The only reason that the audience have the power is because essentially they have the power anyway.
Yeah.
It's just giving them more power.
I think it might be friends and family.
Without it sounding like negative, the audience don't like the ex-housemates.
Exactly. Well, exactly. So that's why they shouldn't have the power. I wouldn't want the ex-housemates to have the power.
People coming back.
No, I would
not.
not.
Go home.
Yeah. Most of them.
Past the final.
I do like some of them.
Walk out. Positive, Steve.
Doesn't look like there's going to be anything tonight. No updates tonight. Would have had it by now, wouldn't we?
Why did they not let us out? Haven't they?
The show's an hour and a half. We've still got about 10 minutes left till it finishes.
Yeah, they'll flash back to us, won't you? The end of the title. They'll flash back to us in the interview as well.
I'm not gonna lie though, Zoe will be absolutely fuming she's left now.
Yep, she will be.